5 reasons why bad things happen to good people or just bad things happen in general. 5 reasons. You may want to write these down. Got some good scribers in the threads. You guys help me out. Number 1 is sin. And anybody know anybody connected with sales, say, come on, man, reach out. Tell them, hey, man, my pastor, my friend, man, he over there. Y'all need to hook him up. Stop hooking up all the sinners with stuff. Come on, come over here to the church. Come over here to the kingdom and help us out. Shameless plug. Number 1 is sin. Sin. The wages of sin is death, separation from God, or it can actually be to the extent of physical death. Sin. Number 2, why do bad things happen to good people or happen in general? Number 1 is sin. Number 2 is disobedience. If you be willing and obedient, that's Isaiah 119, you'll eat the good of the land. But if you rebel, you'll be devoured by the sword, is what the Bible says. Disobedience makes bad things happen. Number 3, we are in a fallen world / we have a fallen nature. People are born into the world with body parts that are not whole, holes in their hearts, high blood pressure, sugar. Some of these things are not just the cause of not eating right, not taking care of your body, but sometimes people are born into the world. Some other issues your body can be. I was about to name some other things, but I think I don't want to give name to something that probably could be resolved with just proper eating habits. But our bodies are born. Somebody born don't have all their limbs, right? That is not the will of God. God did not birth them in the earth like that. That's the will of God, that you were born like that because God has a plan for you. No. Fallen world, fallen system, fallen bodies. There is sin on this body. Because of the disobedience of one man, sin entered the world, and death by sin. And that death is sometimes our bodies are born deformed. That's not the will of God. God saw everything that he made, and it was good and very good. We were born in God's image and in God's likeness. God, man, I don't understand why we just feel like we got to find some reason, some God reason to give excuse. The excuse is Adam messed it up. I don't understand why that answer is not good enough. No, I don't have to tell you the reason you don't have no legs because it was the plan of God and God had a plan for you because no. Adam messed it up. We're in a fallen world. We're under a fallen system, and we have fallen bodies. Number 3, human error is another reason why bad things happen to good people. Human error. Person playing around with a gun. Human error. Person texting while driving. Human error. Person get drunk, still get behind the wheel. Human error. Those are human error. Mother pregnant, don't care nothing about the pregnancy, gonna keep smoking, gonna keep drinking, gonna keep doing all that stuff, not understanding that what she's doing affecting the baby too. Human error. We just do what we want to do. We don't believe the Bible. It's my life. Human error. So we got sin, we got disobedience, we got a fallen world, fallen system, fallen bodies. We got human error. Number 5, here it is, Satan. The thief cometh not but for to steal, to kill, and to destroy. I got another one. Ignorance. Number 6, come on, write that down. Ignorance. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. Now let's answer the question. Why does God not always save some innocent people who would give the shirt off their back? Well, man is in control, not God. And I know you've heard that. God is in control. God, that's an incomplete sentence. God is in control of what you allow him to be in control of as it pertains to the earth. Everything outside of the earth, God is in control. He determines how the sun will rise and fall. He determines the moon. He sets the boundaries for things. But when it comes to the earth, he gave man. That's Psalms chapter 8. What is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou created him? You made man a little lower than Elohim and gave him, man, dominion over the works of your hands. And so if God say what God does for one, he has to do for all. God is equal in principle. He's equal in principle, right? And so why does not God always save some innocent and good people? Listen, the answer to that question is loaded. Later on, I heard my apostles make the statement that God, we don't hold all the cards to the life of another person. Well, that's similar to what God told me, right? He's not obligated to share with us what he told somebody else to do. See, somebody for instance, God told me to stop eating pork. God told me. I'm not going to get into the argument of whether or not we're supposed to eat pork. 1 Timothy chapter 4 clears that up very clearly. All things are good if you give thanks for it. But God told me to take pork out of my diet. And the moment he tells it to me, it becomes sin if I do it. Now, imagine now, I'm this awesome praying pastor, man, got a huge successful ministry that we've done, right? That's my purpose being fulfilled. But let's just say I die out of nowhere, right? And people are crying, people mad at God. Like, why God? Like, Lord, he prayed for me. He saved me and my family. He built this amazing ministry. He did all this, Lord. Lord, why you couldn't save him, Lord? Why you just didn't save him? Why you ain't do nothing, Lord? Well, he did. He told me over almost 30 years ago to take pork out my diet. I decided to stop eating pork. What else you want God to do? See, but you didn't know that. You know it now because I've shared it, and I've shared it across my pulpit. But let's just say you didn't have that piece of information, and I'm talking about everything was going well one day, and the next day I just died. Doctors don't even know why. Just died. Because God saw something that the pork was doing that the doctors would not be able to detect and that I would not be able to pick up because he knows best. So he say, take it out your diet. But I didn't. And I just died. And now everybody mad at God. Why you ain't saving God? He was good. But what God is not obligated to do is come to you and say, hey, almost 30 years ago, I told Dr. V to take pork out his diet. He's not obligated to give you that information. He's not obligated to give you the in-betweens that he told other people.